I will go straight out the gate with G2 at this next major will definitely not be making top 8. Definitely. I didn't even say they definitely won't be making top 8. There's no universe they're going to make top 8, in my opinion. I don't even know who they're going to play, what draw they're going to get. I don't give a fuck. This team can lose to so many squads. Like, all the people telling me Falcons suck. Falcons had them banned to rights. Brand new Falcons who has like totally different lineup. They had G2 on the motherfucking ropes, boys. It's only because, by the way, the only thing I think that's making G2, I'm not even joking, not come last place at these tournaments is Monacy. Like, if Monacy didn't, I've seen him literally just win like 2 rounds by himself in tournaments that just kept you alive in the game. Like, that's like the cheat code. That shit, I've always said this. This is what I hate about carries. I know he didn't do that well overall in stats. What I hate about when you burden a great player with having to carry is when they have to carry to get out the fucking group stage. Oh, the carry's supposed to win the tournament. You know what I mean? By the way, everyone's giving Spirit a pass. If Magix didn't have that game in the final, Donk was going to lose the major and have the greatest stats ever posted by any human ever. And we would all had a very different take on fucking Team Spirit. Why all those people going, wow, Maui and Thorin are frauds with Magix? Listen, if Magix had brought the topic up, I'd have told him, I think I did, to his motherfucking face. Listen, mate, you need to frag more like that. You can't, but the way you frag absolutely will not win tournaments. So, no, that's my take. I think G2's not making it. I'll give you a few reasons. First of all, the whole Snax thing, that is only going to be further exposed. By the way, I'm just going to say this. I complained about casters in the past, where if Snax won a 1v1, where the other guy had half health and he had a total comm of where he was and he had the bomb, they would act like it was Zipnix winning a 1v4 that was impossible or something, bro. First of all, if you have to get that fake excited, you know there's something wrong at your core. Then I'll add in, similarly, when people now who are the analysts who do the thing where they start to be like us and give the edgy take, and then they quickly pull back like, but you've got to give them credit. When they're like, I actually saw some sort of strats being caught. Are you fucking... Can you hear yourself? What a mental thing. Could you even imagine watching a phase game, by the way, certain analyst, and going, you know, I actually saw some strats there. There was like a couple of layers. Like they operated on one thing with the base, and then they had like a pivot. You mean the most absolute basic level of IGLing I expect from a top fucking org like G2 that's won all these prestige tournaments, is supposed to be like a major favourite, and has arguably like the best AWP in the fucking world. I expect a lot more than that. So first of all, the Snax thing is already, I don't even care, it's not even about it's good, it's already been exposed. There's just not much there. I'm not saying he has no brain and can't speak. He can call a basic game. He probably even makes a read or two. I can imagine that. By the way, here's what's funny. I could totally imagine he could be a good secondary caller, but I just don't buy him as the main caller. And I'll tell you what, mate, I already speculated it anyway. Supposedly now they even say Nico called like the CT setups. Bro, if you ever watch how Nico plays in Falcons, he still does all the same plays. He just calls his own mid-rounds, boys. It's just obvious at this point in time. And if you remember G2 on like T-side Mirage, every fucking round was just the mid-round. It wasn't some like out-spawn strat or some read by the eye. So first of all, the Snax thing's not going to work. Then Monacy, look, he already had one event that was off and they were fucking irrelevant. They couldn't do anything. And then last one is, we sort of addressed this on Steak and Banter, but I'll make it quick. Mate, Malps is good, but he isn't Nico. Like, he can't, like, I think people are expecting too much. So even though, like, the baseline firepower of the team should be good, I think he looks like a mess. Like, I couldn't actually believe that a lineup that changed one player looked this bad. The other teams, like, some of them completely changed their roster, boys. Like, I can't believe they're just so fucking whack. No top 8 at the major, no top 8.
I mean, I that's what I was saying on, like, Snake and Banter and, like, other things. I mean, I feel like we're all just, like, we're kind of in this chokehold where we're just saying like, oh, like, because our expectations are so on the floor that we're willing to take absolutely anything that's even resembling a strategy to then suddenly get hyped. And I actually kind of went at Launders on Twitter about this because like him and Scrawny were like high-key glazing Snax.
Oh, they go crazy on Snax. Like, it's wild.
On like Ancient against FaZe, and I watched back that whole thing, and I was like, guys, like the Ancient calling was okay, but if you watch Nuke back when they played it, like every gun round was a ramp hit. Every gun round's just a fucking ramp hit, and it's like we're acting like, oh, they threw outside yard smokes. They threw the smokes outside. And Snax died, but it's a layer. And I was like, guys, like you don't really think that's anything. You don't really think that's special, right? Like, but they're like, I see the layers, and it's like, but they're sending Snax to his death. Snax going outside with outside smokes is not Nico or Electronic or like Ema even, okay? You know, like he's not gonna find anything. He's dying. He's just gonna die. Like their only round they won on like that T side versus phase on Nuke was basically what was it? Like it was just like a 5-man ramp hit. It was a 5-man fucking ramp hit with Tech 9s. It's like dude, it's so uninspired. It's so the lack of understanding of like how to use pieces is so bad. Like there's practically just no mid rounding. Like that's the main thing. There's like if anything gets a little bit weird in a 4-on-4, it's just like continue to try to convert this plan. And I think people are just now rotating a little bit. They're just like, oh, okay, this is what you're doing in the round. Like we're just gonna bite on that. The one round that Scrawny and Launders ended up like really emphasizing was on the end of Ancient, which helped G2 send it to overtime, where Snax went for like a solo lurk play up B, and this was like kind of a double fake, but it was a call out of spawn. It was like and a lot of I noticed that the Reddit comments after, because they say it on the cast, people will like just say it. People will just say it in the Reddit comments or the HLTV comments, like Snax wasn't the problem today. It's like, no, if you actually took away the caster element of this and you just watch the strats played outright, you would just think this is bots. Like you would actually think that they're just like attack moving on the map like in StarCraft. Like they're not. There was so little strategy or really like thought behind what was happening. So much of what G2 did, I'll almost put it like this. I actually think that Snax has a decent grasp of Ancient at this point, T side. But when I watch him play like Nuke or even Inferno, he gets pretty heavily exposed as an in-game leader. And Inferno of all maps is like the one where it's so easy too. It's like you take banana control, you sometimes take bracket, you have your halls lurker, you can call a variety of plays. Are you gonna wrap with that? Are you gonna push them back into the bomb sites? Now you go back and execute. There's so many, but the thing is, they didn't even want to play Inferno because they don't have Nico anymore to dictate what's going on. Because dude, Nico could call Inferno blind. Like he could do everything himself on that map. So that's why they can't even play that map anymore. And the T sides still are just horrendous. So I'm there with you. There's so many more takes I want to make about G2 in general, but this whole Snax side, and I'll even say this. I've even come around to Taz. I say timeouts, and Taz changes what they're doing drastically enough after a timeout, whether that's T side or CT side strategy, where I know he's having a positive effect. But when it's actually coming down to like live calling and understanding of like what to do, like dude, these players look clueless. They look also like they're without guidance. Like Mobs and Heavy God, who are both great individually on their T sides, just look like they don't know when to stop going forward anymore. Like they don't know when the structure. Yeah.
I'll just give you like an olive branch to the casters, because it's not like I don't get the impulse. What you're doing is, I often describe it cynically as the CS royalty, right? Snax is CS royalty, like Fallen was, like fucking Olaf Meister was when he was still playing, when Get Right was at the very end. What you want is, because we all love these players. They were mega, but they aren't that player anymore, and they're definitely not now. And if they change role, they're not at all that player. So you think that you're like betraying that player's lineage or legacy if you like say he's not good now or something. So like, you know the famous poster, I want to believe, with the UFO, you're just doing that. By the way, if Kenny S came back in Falcons that year, I would joke like, oh, I want him to go like to fucking make the major. I wouldn't really be watching the game, just ignoring him fucking whiffing 700 AWP shots, then hit one off. He's back! Oh, the magic stick! King Kenny is back! That would just be ridiculous, and not least because then obviously when I then switch to the next game and watch Wonderful hit the same shot, I'm just going to go, it's a normal AWP shot, isn't it? You've just made the scale. Yeah, you fucked the scale. So I agree. I get why they do it. They want, like, by the way, it's the same thing when Fallen plays the Furion. They want him to do an awesome job. It's just he's not. Come on.
Also, like one last point about Launders and Scrawny about it, dude. They have been the casters for so many horrendous Snax calling performances, and they've actually dug into him so many times that I also feel like if I'm a caster, I would get exhausted of just saying he's bad every single day. Like they were the ones that were like. I think Scrawny or Launders one time was like, what the hell is this? When Snax was calling to
it was the one to go on the Inferno one at the end. Yes,
on Inferno,
yes,
yeah.
Right.
So they called that
called
too. They've called him out a bunch of times. I'm just saying it because like I think that's why some people came around to Snax when it's like,
by the way,
really bad.
I agree with you as well. When fans do that thing, well, it wasn't Snax's problem today. That has all the swag of like, well, I didn't shit my pants today, did I? Only every other day this week. Like, what are you bragging about? You're never supposed to shit your pants.
I know. It's so stupid.
Fucking hell.
It's so fucking dumb.
Right.
Kassan, what do you think of Snax?
Yeah, what do you think,
Kassan,
Kassan? He's been holding it in. He's been holding it. You have to understand. He's been in his brain. You know, like that famous meme from the show, like number. What is it called? Like Numbers or something. The one where it was like all the like equations going. Yeah. Right. His brain's doing that, figuring out how not to flame Hunter.
So many things right now that you kinda
come on, hit me.
That I kind of want to add on. But the thing is, like, first of all, you nailed it right into the fucking bullseye, Maui, when you said. Like the fucking glazing.
Okay.
The fucking glazing of teams.
By the way, this is a historic episode. Maui's already been right full on like about 3 times already in one episode.
New year, new Maui.
Okay,
right?
okay.
The thing is, like, the glazing of the teams or the players that have like a huge amount of fans because fans who like headshots, right, and all this shit, is becoming so fucking disgusting. That I can't even fucking listen to it anymore. Because God forbid you say something that's gonna make you have a Reddit fucking post or a HLTV post that's gonna say look at this fucker, he's like, what the fuck does he know about the game? He's just a caster. He's probably level 2, face it. Or fucking, you would rather lie and say exactly what you said. Oh, smoke's outside. What are I see layers to this? And that's a perfect fucking example right there. Because that calling was level 3 fucking face it. In many cases, especially against whoever it was, FaZe. They lost against FaZe, yes? Nuke as well. Like simple outside smokes, one guy tries to do the stupidest fake. Dies, 4 people go to ramp, they are met with 3 CTs in a fucking multiple crossfire. Many rounds like this. It's just one example right now. But the bigger problem, right, you can remove fucking Snax. It doesn't fucking matter. Like, he's bad for tier 1. He's not gonna be the IGL now or ever. Did he win a major? Did he have a good years? Well, yes. Is he a good IGL now? No. It's simply not. It's like Michael Jordan coming back at fucking 55 and people like, start, I see layers to this fucking, Washington fucking Wizards game. Like, it's not gonna fucking happen.
Sure.
Right? He's just gonna be slow. And he's gonna score shit. And he cannot kill shit like Snax, right? So...
No, fuck it, I'll do it, Kassan. You've brought it out to me. I was thinking about it, should I? Obviously, Snax's logo would be the plump man.
Anyway,
Plump man.
Anyway,
listen, I just learned you have to let the intrusive thoughts win sometimes, Maui. You have to let them win sometimes, mate. You have to let them win.
Bigger,
man. Not plump,
the bigger problem that G2 has is they have no stability right now in their fucking future. Like their team looks like they have no direction at all. Because from what I understand, Monesi has not signed anything yet. He has been offered contract multiple times.
Right.
He has signed nothing. He has his agent as a brother. I don't know if he's good or bad, but if he influenced him that bad or that good or whatever the fuck, right? So he hasn't signed anything. So they don't have a future there. They have to remove the IGL. Who are they gonna get? And in a sense that not just a name, but who are they gonna get that will be willing to come into that lineup? The first question that any IGL will ask, any serious IGL that would ask, hey, is Monesi staying? And they're gonna hit him like, oh, we don't know. You gonna go there? If you're a serious IGL? No. Right? So there is no stability there. At all. At all. The problem with the Opper that has to carry all this shit, that doesn't know his own future, the IGL who is lost in space, like a fucking Bedouin in a sandstorm, just fucking everywhere.
What a weird reference, I know.
I know. I was like, what are you reading?
That's all good.
Nothing. I'm just like, whatever.
He's just been reading about
Like
nomadic tribes in the Middle East. Exactly.
The thing is, like,
What the fuck? Where'd that come from?
I don't know. Just fucking came.
Yes,
The
you
thing
paint a
is,
picture.
I love
Yeah,
it.
you paint a
I love
picture.
a good visual image.
I imagine Snax getting
Just
caught
imagine
up
a
with
fucking
twist
Bedouin
there.
with the fucking thing and just going to the fucking stats.
Yeah.
Doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah.
That's pretty much Snax on
A
that.
dervish.
You know, it's just crazy. And then we expect them to do what? They did exactly what they're supposed to do. And you said it okay there as well, Duncan. Malps is not Nico. Like, if you expect the same numbers and same impact in terms of calling and all this shit from Malbs as you did from Nico, then you are delusional one.
Yeah.
Like, you cannot do that. Hunter, obviously, his form is dropping. He is there, then he isn't. He's there, and he isn't. And then who do you have? Who do you have there left? Heavy God, who just came into this team.
Yeah, he just joined.
He just joined, so he himself doesn't know. He's probably gonna ask the question: hey, is Monacy staying? Is this calling good or not? Like, what's gonna happen with the coach? Are we like gonna change direction? What am I supposed to play? Is there any room for me? Like, and he doesn't even know like how to fit in there as well. Even though he's a good player, more than a good player. Yeah. He's a very good
By the way, that's the reason I actually think this is a hot take. Look, I don't think it is if you break it down like we just did. I actually think analysts would agree with me. It's a hot take for two reasons. Because one, on paper, the lineup doesn't look bad. It actually looks like there's some fucking fraggers there. Yeah, it should be, and in your brain, you just think G2. You still got Monacy. G2, oh, that should be easy top here. But I actually think if you look at all the different angles, bro, they haven't got a lot going for them. They haven't got map pool, they haven't got calling, like they've got no cohesion. I could see this team failing.
But if I am Monacy's agent, brother, or if I am Monacy, I'm watching this, like whoever the fuck you are. If you're watching this, what you need to tell your brother right now, or Monacy, if you're watching, what you need to do is not sign shit. Don't sign shit.
Okay.
Wait it out till December. Tell your brother, your fucking agent, who is the highest bidder right now. I want a signing bonus of $1 million fucking dollars right here, and a $600K in terms of salary.
Yeah.
Who offers it? Is it Liquid? Is it fucking Falcons?
And a golden AWP, not even a skin, an actual AWP made of gold.
Yeah.
I want to go gold
And
AWP.
sticker money.
Yeah. Oh, I know the sticker money's out.
No,
In fact, I want everyone else in the team sticker money. Just outrageous. Yeah, just go for it. Just ruin the whole
That's
scene.
what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Like, don't sign shit. Say who's gonna, because Falcons will put up the
Of
money.
course.
Liquid will put up the money. Maybe even FaZe, for fuck's sake. Who knows, right? Because there is money to be put out. And if you're Monacy, 18, 19 years old, you can say that.
Kassad, you know this as well. Especially for someone like Monacy or Nico or any player like Simp, Ziwu. For people on that level, it's not even whether your org has the money now. You can just actually go and you can approach sponsors and investors and say, if you give this amount of money, I can literally get Monacy. And that is a way you can raise the money for real.
Yes.
And they will potentially
you will get that money.
Yeah.
If fucking Shuffle gave $2 million to Into the Breach, you think they don't want to give it to fucking Liquid?
Sure.
Or whoever?
Yeah,
just, there is fucking way to do it. But if he's like, and he openly says that to fucking G2. Listen, I am not resigning. I am gonna leave at the end of the year for free. Do with me whatever you want to throughout this year.
Back up off the mic a bit. Back up off the mic.
I know.
Listen, it was great visual, but holy fuck, you're killing me. Okay, yeah,
It's like some iShow speed stream all of a sudden.
Please. Mercy,
but the thing is, like, this is, and then G2 also gets stability.
Yeah.
In their lineup, right, throughout the year. And then they can, those things that come after, they have future problems. But the thing is, like, at least you know what you need to do.
Yeah, by the way, do you know what's sad? I literally just finished like a massive 1 hour like arms session at the gym. I've been working all day. I've had all other shit going on. I came in like a bad mood. But because Kassad's just been on one in such a bad mood himself, it's like brought me outfit Maui. Like, I can't be annoyed anymore because it's so ridiculous. He's just so pissed. He's just so pissed off about everything. I love it.
I love it. It's just the worst.
He's good. He's good.
See more cool, funny, interesting clips based on topics from my content? Well, subscribe to this channel then, or, be a pleb and don't.